Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about Hemingway, why they look the way they look, how they look, and whatever other informations I can pull off the top of my head. Because there's no script. There's never a script, just so you know. So Hemingway started out as hand rubbed, and the problem that I was having, even though I love hand rubbed, I love the way it looked, I loved everything about it, its inconsistencies, it was my jam. It is how I wanted Odysseys to originally look. So for me, I was super excited about it. But what was happening is people would order it. And I understand this because, first of all, it was sight unseen. You were ordering because you had seen something on Instagram or somewhere else, and we did not have actual photographs of the hand rubbed online. So I cannot in any way, shape, or form expect the customer to be happy with what they got when they don't really know what they're ordering. So let me just put that out there. Not the customer's fault. Never the customer's fault. My fault. But what was happening is people wanted a more consistent look. They didn't want something too unique to the brand. And when you do hand rubbed, they can be super unique, and each one is different. They're very much like snowflakes. No two are alike. And it was causing us some troubles because we couldn't get them all alike. So I found a technique so that I could get something that was consistent, so that when we put the photograph online, the expectations were easier to meet. I wanted the customers to know what to expect and to get what they were expecting, or something very close to what they were expecting. Keep in mind that monitor calibration does affect things like color balance, contrast, things like that. So your, user results may vary. All right. So I came up with a way to get these colors even and beautiful, and I'm very, very happy with what I have, and I'm excited for it. I want every notebook I have to be a Hemingway, and I love them, and we've been offering them for a couple months now, and everyone's very happy with them. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the Hemingway collection. So this one is called Paris. Okay, so this is actually a folio that we have applied the Hemingway technique to, and it's more subtle, and I think it's just gorgeous. And this does start out as Mr. Darcy's Sweet Pea. There is some right here, you can see. So right here it is Paris. Beautiful, beautiful pink. If you love colored leather, then that might be for you. All right, and then the next, this is Madrid, also in a folio. And I love this. Now what happens with this color, because this does start out as a buttered rum, and what happens is as this darkens, the outer edges, they kind of blend in more with it. So if you get one and you're like, oh, the contrast is too much, don't worry, because once you start using it, this leather is going to darken and the contrast will even out and mellow out quite a lot. And if you want your folio to be a Hemingway, we do have a drop down where you can say make mine a Hemingway, and then we will happily do that for you. These all are more consistent across the board, but no two are going to be exactly alike because these are done by hand. We do not have machines that we just stick a notebook in and on the other side out pops an identical thing of the last thing that popped out. So, a human being makes these, so they are going to be different from book to book. And this one is Key West. And this starts out as Mr. Darcy Titanic. All of these start out as Mr. Darcy. We use dye to make this effect. We do not use antiquing gel or anything like that. And the dye does not rub off like antiquing gel does. Will the dye eventually rub off? with a lot of wear, probably, because that's what leather does. But it's not going to come off on your hands or your belongings the way that antique gel can. This is Toronto. Okay, and this is a classic, so the inside on classics are not heavily done. You can see there's a little bit, but hardly anything. And then we have Kilimanjaro. So to me, this is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not a purple person, but this is beautiful. This one is called Oak Park. Oak Park starts out as Mr. Darcy Wickham. I love these so much. All right, and then this is a Weeks cover in Milan. And this is the inside. Okay, and then we have my personal favorite, which is Havana. And this is this is a Pocket Plus. Okay, so that's the Havana. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely. Whew. If I used Pocket Plus, I would be owning this one right now. But that is beautiful. I love these scars on there. Look at those scars. Yeah. Love those scars. Beautiful. Well, I hope you guys love this collection as much as I do. I'm thrilled with the way it's turned out, and some of the colors are retired, so whatever we have in stock is all that we have. So if you want one, you should probably get it. If you go to the website and it's in stock, you should probably get it, because some of these colors are retired, like these guys right here. Whatever we have, that's it. And yeah, so again, the website is chicsparrow.com. You can search for Hemingway using the search bar, or shop the collections and find Hemingway that way. If you have any questions at all about these notebooks, I would be happy to answer them for you. You can leave a comment down below. We will get right to you and let you know. These have all the same characteristics as the Mr. Darcy line. If you're wondering about it, the base of this is the Mr. Darcy leather, and there's really no difference at all in them. So it's just the color on the edge to make it look more aged and antique and flawed, which is what I want my notebook to look like. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed talking to you today. Please leave comments down below. Don't forget to share and like and subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye.